for Josh Copeland versus Ben Rothwell.
And the thing that I see here, Sean, the 3-inch height advantage, the 15-pound weight advantage, the 5-inch reach advantage, all for Ben Rothwell. Bigger, stronger, that's what jumps out the page at me. Josh Copeland's gonna have to get inside and land hard punches if he wants to win that fight.
Sporting touch of hands between Josh Copeland and Ben Rothwell. Round number 1, immediate forward pressure off from scratch from Rothwell. He's in the black and red. Black trunks for Josh Copeland. Good on the turn from Copeland. To the outside. Copeland with the jab, open chest, stepping in hard. Right hand landed by Copeland on the overhand. Rothwell is cut under his right eye.
Let's see how Rothwell takes landing or getting hit with big punches like this.
Step in right hand again from Copeland. Rothwell coming forward, extending the jab right to the body, right to the head. Exploding in Rothwell. Good turn from Copeland, but takes that rear right uppercut from Rothwell with his back against the ropes. Short left hand, separation from referee Dan Mergliotta. Right back to it. 1:15 remaining, round number 1. There's the left hand on this step in from Rothwell. Copeland on the turn. Half tie plunge snatched up by Ben Rothwell. Copeland to the body. Uppercuts with the right hand from Rothwell. Right hand from Copeland. Left hand. Right hand again on the inside from Josh Copeland. Forward pressure again from Ben Rothwell.
I like the way Copeland's showing that big overhand right to try and get inside. Doesn't want those trade jabs.
Turn from Copeland, resetting. Rothwell continuing to come forward. Extending the lead left hand from the orthodox stance. 30 seconds remaining, round number 1. Big right hands now from the half-time plunge from Rothwell. Good bullying pressure from Copeland. Great technique, great power down the left hand. Rothwell coming forward once more. Overhand left from Rothwell, overhand right from Josh Copeland. Left hand, right hand. Copeland staying on the outside. Again, Copeland said it is imperative that I control range in this fight. Copeland on the outside, that is the end of round 1.
Absolutely. And Sean, I told you during the walkout, Copeland felt like he was the outside. You could tell he's fighting like it.
Round number 2. Inside then outside on the exit from Josh Copeland. Well, again coming forward, extending that lead left hand. Looking for the rangefinder jab has been Rothwell. Overhand right from Copeland. Dipping his head, Rothwell. Overhand right again for Copeland. That punch is there. Left hand now from Copeland. Rothwell on his back foot, that resetting, coming forward in the center circle. Overhand right again. And that is ruled a knockdown by referee Dan Mergliotta.
That's how hard the big Ben hits. He just barely touched him, knocked him down right there. Ready? Wasn't even a clean shot.
1:15 remaining, round number 2. Bemused look on the face of Josh Copeland, taking the mandatory 8 from Dan Mergliotta. And Rothwell said, I will not leap in. Big right hand from Rothwell on the smart step in. Short left hand from Copeland. 60 seconds remaining, round number 2. This is an outstanding heavyweight fight. Rothwell on the naked right hand. The 2 again from Ben Rothwell. Copeland circling out. Trying to cut the ring. Again, Ben Rothwell. Copeland stepping in. Again, there is that overhand right from the inside, landing from Josh Copeland.
Copeland keeps throwing that right hand, dropping his head.
Big right hand. Rothwell on the uppercut with the rear right hand. Stiff jab now from Ben Rothwell.
That's where you want to see Ben throwing that uppercut because his opponent keeps dropping the hand.
Half-tie plug from Rothwell. Left hand, right hand. Copeland with his back against the ropes, exactly where he does not want to be. Good defensive turn from Josh Copeland. Good right hand from Ben Rothwell. Rothwell forward pressure, step in right hand. Uppercut to the body again from the half-tie plunge, single collar tie. Right hand again from Ben Rothwell to the bell. Next stop, round number 3.
And Rothwell is really starting to find his timing, his range, everything right there at the end of that round. Landing some hard shots.
Call of knuckle up from Dan Mergliotta, round number 3. Overhand right again from Josh Copeland off of scratch. Now the jab from Copeland. Rothwell on his back foot. Rothwell looking to time the entry. Right hook with the rear right hand from the ortho stance from Rothwell. Now the uppercut. Copeland trying to find that overhand right once more.
You just get the feeling if Rothwell's at the land one of those uppercuts clean, it's going to be problems.
Step in right hand. More big shots now to the inside for Rothwell. This is exactly where Ben Rothwell wants to be. Uppercuts to the body of Josh Copeland.
Those are devastating body shots right there.
Those are brutal shots from the half-time point of Ben Rothwell. Copeland taking those shots well. They are massive. Copeland now stepping back, forced back with the right hand of Ben Rothwell. Switching the half-tie plum. That was slick from Rothwell. Controlled with the left hand, then to the right hand. Big left hands to the body. That's just relentless, ferocious body work from Rothwell. Copeland taking those punches extremely well. Right hand, that sends Josh Copeland back. Another right hand from Rothwell.
Rothwell is starting to dominate in the number of punches thrown and landed.
Ben Rothwell, this is his desired range. Pegging punch with the left and the right hand from Rothwell, short and sharp. Rothwell, as he told us, extremely heavy on the neck of Josh Copeland from that half-tie plum. Single collar tie. Continual punches from Rothwell in this position. Another right hand from Ben Rothwell.
How many of these body punches can Copeland take? I mean, he's just letting Ben Rothwell tee off with hard shots.
One-way traffic at the moment for Ben Rothwell, but Josh Copeland is taking these punches expertly. Now covering up left hand, another left hand. See the close look of Dan Mergliotta stepping in, taking these shots. Final seconds, round number 3. More big left hands now from Ben Rothwell. The right hand, that ends the 3rd round.
And just look at that iron chin right there of Josh Copeland. He took a lot of massive shots there, a lot of body shots. Devastating for Ben Rothwell. And just look at these body shots. Ben Rothwell is not just barely punching, he's putting a lot of power in these shots. That's a lot of power, a lot of weight. Look at the damage he's doing. That's just digging in deep to that body. I'm really surprised. Oh, those are devastating. That hurts me just watching, Sean. And watch just moving. He can hit the head too. He doesn't even mind.
I love you, bro.
Hey, that's it. Bang, bang, bang. I think they threw the towel in for Copeland. He took too much damage there, Sean.
Josh Copeland's corner indeed stops this fight. They protect their fighter. They throw in the towel. And Ben Rothwell, not without adversity, but showing his power, showing his positional dominance. Now 2-0 in BKFC.
We got it.
So good for him right there. To deal with some adversity, get cut on one of the very first punches of the fight. Dealt with it, learned how to push his guy around, wear him down, did some great work out there. And you can just see in the corner right there say, no mas. Throwing the towel in there, wanted to make sure that their opponent didn't take any more damage. I felt like they thought he couldn't win this fight, so why let him get damaged more?
Ladies and gentlemen, the blue corner steps in and calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 3. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Big Ben Rothwell.
Josh Copeland landing the overhand right from the mid-range from the inside, cutting Ben Rothwell under his eye in round number 1. A flash knockdown in round number 2 as Rothwell drops Copeland, then Rothwell dominant in round number 3. The winner by way of 3rd round TKO due to corner stoppage, Ben Rothwell defeats Josh Copeland.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, January 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents Knuckle Mania 5. Watch the Underground King Eddie Alvarez attempt to humble the arrogant and unbeaten Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, one of the most talked about heavyweight BKFC fights in history, Mick Terrell defends his world title against the unbeaten Big Ben Rothwell. Plus the savage female fight, Taylor Killer B Starling versus Rowdy Bec Rawlings. Get ready for bare knuckle chaos like never before. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
For the BKFC Heavyweight title, the champion Mick Terrell versus Lorenzo Hunt.
From the tail to tape, you can see the 3-inch height advantage, the 2.5-inch reach advantage. Also, a significant, almost 15-pound weight advantage for the champ, Mick Terrell.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for the co-main event. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds for the undisputed BKFC World Heavyweight Championship. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears brown and black. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 236.3 pounds. His earth-shattering bare knuckle record stands at 12 victories opposite a single defeat. He is the current BKFC World Light Heavyweight Champion, the current BKFC World Cruiserweight Champion, and in mere moments looks to be the first 3-division champion in BKFC history. He is your #1 pound-for-pound bare knuckle fighter in the world, fighting out of Jacksonville, Florida, by way of Cleveland, Ohio. Here is the challenger, Lorenzo, the Juggernaut! And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and gold. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, an even 249 pounds. His bare knuckle fighting record stands at 9 victories opposite a single defeat. Here is your defending BKFC World Heavyweight Champion, fighting out of North Shields, England, Mick Terrell! And our referee in charge of the action, Andrew Glenn.
Mick Terrell told us, I definitely feel that Lorenzo Hunt has heavyweight power, but I feel that that power will diminish badly if this fight goes past 2 rounds. Both fighters up to scratch. Champion versus champion, round #1. White trunks for Mick Terrell, black trunks for Lorenzo Hunt.
And there's Lorenzo trying to utilize that speed advantage.
That's a slip. Almost a cartwheel from Hunt. Right back to it, orders referee Andrew Glenn. There's the jab from Terrell.
Terrell needs to land a good punch earlier on Lorenzo, trying to take away that confidence he has.
Hunt dismissively shaking his head no in the face of Mick Terrell. Terrell just staying active with the lead left hand. The explosion in from Hunt on the overhand right, circling out is Terrell. Terrell downward on the right hand, now into the clinch. Right hand on the exit from Hunt. Didn't fully land. On the level change from Mick Terrell. Next thing fluid on the outside, trying to explode to the inside again. The right uppercut nearly from half-time club for Terrell. Well, big step in with the naked two.
And that right there is exactly what Terrell needs to do. Land first and land hard.
Well, from the half-time club, trying to stay heavy. The two-handed push on the separation as ordered by Andrew Glenn.
He needs to make Lorenzo a desperate fighter, lunging in. That way it's easier to counter.
Right out there for Terrell. 5 seconds remaining, round 1. Terrell, that uppercut getting through. Another uppercut from the half-time club.
Perfect position right now for Terrell. Push your opponent around, wear him out, use that weight.
It's twice now that Terrell has given the two-handed push on Hunt on the separation. Not quite legal. There's the right hand, and down goes Lorenzo Hunt on the right uppercut.
Dislocated the elbow, looks like. Fight's over.
This fight is over! And successful title defense #1 for Mick Terrell.
Unfortunate that the elbow dislocated from that fall. I would like to see what Hunt could have done if he got up.
It was a clean knockdown on the right uppercut, and then the immediate elbow injury on the left elbow.
Beautiful uppercut. Just an awkward fall. when you're falling, it's hard to try and understand what you're doing, but his hand got behind his back.
It's almost a Kimura position that Hunt falls in, Chris.
That is a nasty, nasty dislocation. Immediately, Lorenzo Hunt knew there's no way he could continue that fight. And you can see the look of shock on this fan right here. What an unfortunate turn of events.
Hugely disappointing ending from a neutral perspective to this highly anticipated fight. But still take nothing away from Mick Terrell. He cleanly dropped Lorenzo Hunt, but Hunt, again, almost in that Kimura position. He got tangled as he was falling. Obvious left elbow injury, and that's the end of the fight. Nice handshake between these two fighters. We go to Jeff Houston.
Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Andrew Glenn, steps in and calls a stop to this fight at 1 minute 48 seconds into round number 1. For your winner by TKO and still BKFC World Heavyweight Champion, Mick Terrell.
Champion versus champion in our co-main. Mick Terrell, the right uppercut knockdown, the left elbow injury for Lorenzo Hunt on the fall. Victorious by way of first round TKO due to injury, Mick Terrell defeats Lorenzo Hunt.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, January 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents Knuckle Mania 5. Watch the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez, attempt to humble the arrogant and unbeaten Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, one of the most talked about heavyweight BKFC fights in history, Mick Terrell defends his world title against the unbeaten Big Ben Rothwell. Plus the savage female fight, Taylor Killer B Starling versus Rowdy Bec Rawlings. Get ready for bare knuckle chaos like never before. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
This fight is over. Successful title defense number 1 for Mick Terrell.
I want an opponent straight away, and I want to know who's got the balls to have a go.
Well, Mick, you should really be careful what you ask for, because January 25th, I'm taking off your hands at Knuckle Mania 5! You just don't understand what it's like until I hit you. Mick's fought around, you know, he's the bare knuckle guy, and I'm actually coming into his world. Like, he's the bare knuckle guy, I'm the outsider. I don't care, I'm a fighter. That's what this comes down to. And I want to prove that these hands are absolutely some of the most dangerous weapons on this planet. And what Mick doesn't know is what it's like getting hit by one. And I'm telling you, the first time he takes a shot from me, his eyes are gonna get big, and he's gonna wonder what he's doing in there with me. Not only am I the most experienced guy he's ever fought, I think I'm the biggest, and he sees what I've done to people. He's never faced anything the likes of me, and I'm gonna prove that when that belt gets put around me, January 25th. To every heavyweight out there watching, you need to know, you have seen nothing yet.
The reigning BKFC Heavyweight Champion, Mick Terrell.
Ben doesn't know enough about me to think anything. I think Ben might be overlooking because he's got the big experience. He thinks he's a big guy. He's used to bullying people with his size. He fights the same every fight. He leans down, he's got his arm out, and then he tries to lunge forward, run at you. It's the same every single fight. I'm quite good, I'm a counter fighter. I adapt and change my game plan and fight on the front foot or the back foot. Ben just seems to wait and wait. He wants that little uppercut, and then he's just going to grab you in the back of the head. And so it's quite easy to work on what he's going to do to me. I'm just going to focus on what I'm going to do to him. He's just a man, he bleeds, and when I punch him he will bleed. I want to catch Ben with lots of combinations. I want to come in and out, and when he runs forward I'm going to hit him on the counter as he's running forward and put him to sleep.
Mick's gonna face the same weakness that every guy that stands across from me faces, and you can't get hit by me. For me, it's not even keys of victory. It's simply my fight style is ultra aggressive. That's it. Like, I will put everything on you till the point where you're only worried about what I'm gonna do, and at that point, I win. I feel very confident in beating Mick Terrell based on my skills. I'm absolutely going for nothing less than a vicious knockout of Mick Terrell and seizing the BKFC Heavyweight title.
I'm the world champion. He's the best at the weight division to fighters, so Ben's the next in line. This is what the people want to see. I want to feel it, and I want to experience it. I'm proud to be the world champion of the company. It's becoming a massive, massive company, you know, and it's because I think that the standard's going to improve and improve and improve. But I'm definitely down in the history books to say that obviously I'm the first Brit to do it as well. But it's a massive achievement for us. To be honest, the fight is the main focus. The belt's a great bonus, but to be honest, it's the fight I'm after. I'll be lying to say I'm not after to be the best I can be. But I think I just like the fight. I'm here for the fight, really. That's all I want to fight.
For me to capture the BKFC Heavyweight title, it's the end goal is to have that belt. It's kind of like to summarize and sum up my 25 years of commitment to combat sports, and I couldn't ask for an absolute better place to do it than BKFC in their hometown, like biggest event ever. And for my opinion, I unbiasedly believe this is the biggest bare knuckle heavyweight fight ever.
Whoever's got the title, he's got a towel on the back. Today it's me. Ben's got great experience, he's been in the UFC, he's fought all the top people. But I think when you hit a certain weight at a certain age, your body's going to start letting you down. I think Ben will get tired. These are explosive 5 2-minute rounds, and come the 4th round, if I put a pace on him, I think I'll catch him and I'm going to cut him. I'm hoping I'm going to knock Ben out in the 4th round.
Winning the BKFC title has a lot of personal meaning to me, and the most special moment that I've been waiting a long time for is to take that belt with me and go to the Milwaukee Children's Hospital. And I want to walk and give every one of those children a stuffed animal to let them know that I was dying in that bed just like they were. And a group of athletes had come and gave me that teddy bear and told me I could do it. I mean, something I've been dreaming about for since I was 6 years old. That is truly what this is about.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, January 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents Knuckle Mania 5. Watch the Underground King Eddie Alvarez attempt to humble the arrogant and unbeaten Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, one of the most talked about heavyweight BKFC fights in history, Mick Terrell defends his world title against the unbeaten Big Ben Rothwell. Plus the savage female fight, Taylor Killer B Starling versus Rowdy Bec Rawlings. Get ready for bare knuckle chaos like never before. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
At 155 pounds, Jeremy Stevens versus Bobby Taylor.
Extremely even, 1 inch height difference, 2 inch reach advantage for Steven. He wants to utilize that because Bobby Taylor wants to create a brawl, throw bomb. Stevens wants to make him pay for trying to get close.
Go ahead and toe the line. Knuckle up.
Round number 1. Black trunks for Jeremy Stevens, camouflage trunks for Bobby Taylor. A tight striking guard for Jeremy Stevens. The jab.
Stevens feel like he definitely has a speed advantage. He has to use that if he's going to dominate this fight.
On the hook jab, couldn't find it. Stevens, slight forward pressure. Fast jab, that was negated on the catch by Bobby Taylor. Taylor, the right hand to the body. Stevens forward again. And right. 6 swings in the right hand. Coming forward again. Taylor cut outside of his left eye. Overhand right.
Watch 7.
High and tight from Jeremy Stevens on the walk down pressure. And just off the mark from Taylor. Good pull from Jeremy Stevens. Big rear right uppercut lands from Taylor. Stevens walking through that punch.
Bobby Taylor seems on point tonight.
And forward pressure from Jeremy Stevens. Jab. There's the right cross.
And that might have done some damage. That was a good punch landed by Stevens. And that caught the attention of Bobby Taylor.
Huge overhand right lands from Jeremy Stevens. Rear right uppercut, another right hand. Big right hand again in the exit. Strong sequence from Stevens. Stevens to the mid-range. Taylor right hand and left hand. Methodical walk down pressure at this point in the fight from Jeremy Stevens. Taylor wiping away the blood, streaming around his left eye. See the head movement from Stevens. Double jab, 1-1-2 from Taylor off the mark. Stevens resetting in the mid-range.
Stevens staying very relaxed, just waiting for his opportunities.
There's the 10-second clock. Late here in round number 1. Right uppercut lands from Stevens. Taylor on the back step, throws the naked right hand. Feint step, the bell. Next stop, round 2. McBaron starts round number 2. Immediate forward pressure off of scratch to start the second round from Jeremy Stevens. Stuck under of the right hand from Taylor. Stevens again the feint step. Taylor off the mark. Stevens resetting on his striking line. Simultaneous jabs. Jab again from Bobby Taylor. Taylor on the duck under, level change.
You see more punches being thrown and landed for Taylor, but Stevens landing some powerful shots.
Taylor's right hand not getting through. Stevens again, slight walk down pressure. It's subtle, but it's effective. We saw that a lot from Jeremy Stevens in round 1. There's a big jab. Jab off the mark. Taylor sitting back on the rear right hand, looking for the hard entry. Missed with the right uppercut. But now around the left eye of Jeremy Stevens. 1 minute remaining, round 2.
Good body shot.
Two off the mark again from Taylor. Then in the center circle, overhand right. Overhand right again, that's definitely blocked by Jeremy Stevens. Taylor now resetting. Roll from Jeremy Stevens. Big swings to this point, Chris, from Bobby Taylor. Stevens is proving to be a very elusive target.
Oh, that means very tough. He's taking some hard shots.
Taylor has walked through some very big shots as well. 5 seconds remaining, round number 2. Double jab from Bobby Taylor. Stiff jab from Stevens. Taylor, huge right hand.
Man, these guys both taking tremendous shots.
And again from Bobby Taylor. Closing stages, round 2. Another right hand from Taylor. Stevens circling, resetting. There's the Taylor jab. We're through 2 rounds. Then up to scratch, round number 3. Here's the duck under. Shovel right hand lands from Taylor. Off the jab, just off the mark, right to the body. Stevens on the feint. Taylor on the feint, resetting. There's the 1-2 and the entry from Jeremy Stevens to the mid-range. Duck under from Stevens. Giving that left hook of Taylor. Jab, jab right back. Under again. Taylor starting to throw heavier and heavier, Chris.
Stevens having trouble getting off at this point. Bobby Taylor continuing to throw. Every time Stevens tries to throw a punch, Bobby Taylor fires back immediately. Just like he did right there.
Miss from Taylor resetting. The jab right back from Jeremy Stevens in the left hand. 55 seconds remaining, round 3. This is our co-main event. We are in the lightweight division. Two phenomenally talented 155-pounders, Jeremy Stevens versus Bobby Taylor. Right to the body. Overhand right, swing and a miss. Stevens resetting on his striking line. Big exhale from Taylor.
Taylor throwing these bombs. He's not getting tired from it.
Big right hand. That knocks the mouthpiece out of Bobby Taylor's mouth. The double jab. Mick Terrell will wait for a neutral moment. These will be reinserted. We haven't had that neutral moment yet. And down goes Bobby Taylor.
What a counter punch.
The mandatory 8 count.
Bobby Taylor needs to be very careful. There's not much time left. He's got to get past this round.
Hold up.
Time is called by Mick Terrell for the insertion of the mouthpiece.
That might have bought him enough time.
The bell, that is the end of round 3.
All right, gentlemen, you're on the line.
Deep
Fourth round
swelling
coming
under
up.
the left eye of Jeremy Stephens as we start the 4th round.
I think they gave Stephens a lot of confidence knowing he can't hurt this guy.
Hand off the mark from Bobby Taylor. Double jabbed in the right hand. Good pull from Stephens, now resetting in the center circle. Taylor on the duck under. Took overhand left just off the mark from Jeremy Stephens.
That left hand, he was going for the end of the fight.
Jab, and that's it. Bobby Taylor. He is knocked out for the 2nd time in this fight.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Up at 8 is Bobby Taylor. Deep cut under Taylor's left eye. The assessment from referee Mick Terrell. We will continue.
Stephens is going to step on the gas, I believe, try and go for this finish. He's got to be careful there.
Right hand off the mark from Taylor. Circling out Jeremy Stephens. Now to the mid-range. That's a stumble.
That was a trick.
Going back to right hand is Stephens. Taylor right hand. 45 seconds remaining, round 4. Stephens dropping Taylor. Big left hand.
I mean, every time he gets hit with a hard left hand, Stephens just walks right through it.
In round number 4, Taylor dropped by Stephens as he was in round number 3. 25 seconds remaining in the 4th round. Good right hand out there. Well eluded by Stephens. Right hand, left hand. Stephens on the jab, 1-2 from Taylor. Taylor with a big exhale. Late here in round number 4. Big right hand lash from Stephens again. Right hand just before the bell. That's blocked as we move to the 5th and final round. Knowing that the 5th and final round is upon us.
Right here. Throw the lines.
Jeremy Stephens dropping Bobby Taylor. Once in round number 3, once in round number 4, round number 5.
Bobby Taylor's still in this fight, looking to land that punch that's going to change tonight.
On the right hand just off the mark. Double jab. Under again, right hand just off the mark. A little throwing big to start the 5th round. Now the exhale and the reset.
Bobby Taylor having to open himself up to land these shots. Let's see if Stephens is able to counter.
He's on the duck under once more. Feint step. There's the right hand. Counter right hand.
And Taylor is landing more head strikes, are just not doing the damage.
The fighter significant swelling under the respective left eye. You also see the deep cut under Taylor's left eye. There's the hook jab from Stephens. Duck under again. Taylor on the right hand, but that was blocked. See the cut is opened up now with Stephens' left eye as well. Stephens on the exhale, resetting, wiping with that cut. Left hand. Taylor trying to time that naked to that rear right hand without the jab. There couldn't find it. The duck under again to step out from Stephens. That was clever. 40 seconds left in our co-main.
Stephens being very smart, showing a lot of movement. No need to put yourself at risk. You have to fight one, unless you get knocked down.
2 again from Bobby Taylor. There's the jab, the entry. Shovel on the right hand and fully land. Right hand, counter right hand, right back from Taylor. Stephens now with the left hook. 20 seconds remaining in this fight. Just wiped away the blood under his right eye. Final seconds. Stephens circling out, looking for one more significant strike. And dropping to the canvas in the final seconds of this fight is Bobby Taylor.
6,
I think he's having difficulty seeing. Knew that he couldn't take one more powerful shot.
The bell!
Great fight, gentlemen.
That is the end of the fight. A great moment between these two fighters. Talked about the respect going in. You see the respect.
That's a new king of the
both Jeremy Stephens and Bobby Taylor.
Boom!
So, Chris, that will be ruled a knockdown at the end of round number 5, even though there was not a punch. Is Jeremy Stephens coming forward? Taylor just taking himself to the canvas.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these two lightweight warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 49-43 to the winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated, Jeremy Little Heathen Stephens.
From the 3 Utah judges scoring ringside, 4 rounds to 1, 49-43. Stephens, 10-8 in rounds 3, 4, and 5. A knockdown of Taylor in the final 3 rounds of the fight. First class in victory for Jeremy Stephens against one of the most talented 55ers in BKFC, Bobby Taylor. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Jeremy Stephens defeats Bobby Taylor.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, January 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents Knuckle Mania 5. Watch the Underground King Eddie Alvarez attempt to humble the arrogant and unbeaten Jeremy Lil Heathen Stephens. In the co-main event, one of the most talked about heavyweight BKFC fights in history, Mick Terrell defends his world title against the unbeaten Big Ben Rothwell. Plus the savage female fight, Taylor Killer B Starling versus Rowdy Bec Rawlings. Get ready for bare knuckle chaos like never before. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez.
And you can see here only a 2-inch height advantage for Eddie Alvarez. Only a 2-inch reach advantage. He's going to want to utilize that, keep Chad Mendes coming in, and he wants to catch him as he does come in. Eddie's got to land those straight shots, keep Chad Mendes away with those powerful shots.
You see the respect, the sportsmanship as both fighters come up to scratch. Round number 1. Both fighters in the black trunks. Blue hand wraps for Chad Mendes, red hand wraps for Eddie Alvarez. Mendes looking to explode him with the jab, not there. Double jab from Alvarez.
Both these guys looking to explode in, Sean.
Hook jab from Alvarez. The quickness, the athleticism, the precision, the power of both Chad Mendes and Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez a bit playful. Rolling back with the rear right hand, double jab.
I think he's just showing that to his opponent. That's there for the uppercut if you come in.
Mendes keeping the open hands. That's legal because he's not extending the fingers towards the face and the eyes of Alvarez. The open hands of Mendes looking to catch, looking to parry. Alvarez trying to explode it with the 3-punch combination, 1-2-1.
Look at that head movement right there from Mendes.
Big right hand from Mendes. Alvarez waving it forward. Mendes on the rear right uppercut. That was audacious. Right hand, left hand, counter right hand from Mendes after Alvarez landed. Entry on the left hook. 50 seconds remaining, round number 1. Two world-class MMA fighters in the BKFC ring.
And Sean, these guys might have been friendly outside, but these guys are really going for it here.
Alvarez high tight striking guard, ducking under that overhand right of Mendes. Rear right uppercut from Alvarez. On the left hook from Eddie Alvarez. Right hand, rear right uppercut from Mendes. Mendes bleeding around his right eye. Left hook from Mendes. Rear right uppercut again from Mendes. Alvarez tried to time his own rear right uppercut. Final seconds, round number 1. Mendes is cut outside of his lower lid on the right eye. finished round one. Referee Andrew Glenn calling both fighters up to scratch. We start round number two. Jab to the body from Mendes off of scratch. See the high, tight striking guard of Eddie Alvarez. The fighters in the ortho stance. There's the jab from Alvarez. Mendes looking for the left uppercut. Overhand right from Mendes on the entry. And down goes Eddie Alvarez. Thumbs up immediately from Alvarez as he takes the mandatory 8 count from Andrew Glenn. Now double thumbs up from Eddie Alvarez.
And sometimes, Sean, I think it just takes him getting knocked down before he really gets into the fight. We shall see here.
Mendes not leaping in. Being calmed from the outside, overhand right. Left hook not landing from Alvarez, but it took Mendes off his striking line.
Look at that, Alvarez with throwing a lot more head strikes and landing quite a bit more as well.
Clever from Mendes, to the body, to the head. Alvarez on the hard feint. Alvarez again feinting the two. Mendes on the feint, exploding, and then the right hand on the exit. 50 seconds remaining, round number two of our co-main. We're at 165 pounds.
Watch your head, watch your head.
Alvarez now coming forward in the center circle, bouncing his step. Mendes on the feint, level change from Mendes on the hook. Duck under, rear right uppercut, misses from Eddie Alvarez.
Alvarez has got to start getting off first. He cannot wait for Mendes to get off first.
Mendes again looking to time the entry hook. There's the entry right hand from Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez trying to double his jab, stiff jab from Mendes. Closing stages, round number two. Not there for Mendes. Alvarez stepping in with the right hand, right uppercut. Half-time play. Saw the uppercut landed hard from Chad Mendes. Mendes, big left hook. There is the bell. We end round number two.
And you can see here the work being done by Mendes. Pushes his opponent back, just waiting for the right time. Landed a clean left hand. That's what did the damage. When he pushes off his back foot, when he comes in, lands powerful shots, it's devastating.
Presumably a 10-8 round for Chad Mendes in round two. We start round number three, and we're at one knockdown apiece. The short left hook of Eddie Alvarez drops Chad Mendes. Now he takes the mandatory 8 standing from Andrew Glenn.
Both guys been on the canvas right now, Sean. I love it when people get up off the canvas to win. That's happening tonight.
Jab from Mendes. Alvarez on the hook jab, misses the two. But again, that took Mendes off his striking line. There's the jab from Eddie Alvarez. Mendes exploding back in double left hand. This fighter's so quick.
And that's where Mendes is so good, when he explodes in, lands those power shots.
Quick, powerful, athletic, accurate. Chad Mendes, Eddie Alvarez. There's the left uppercut, just missed from Mendes. Alvarez back to the jab. Left hand just misses again from Mendes. That drew a big reaction from this Denver crowd.
Alvarez really needs to start landing that uppercut, throwing it instead of that hook. Mendes is too hard hit with that hook. Too good a head movement.
50 seconds remaining, round number three. Hard entry on the 1-2, then the left uppercut from Mendes. Alvarez with the jab parried away by Mendes. But playfulness on the lead hand from both fighters. Jab again for Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez trying to get his one going. Lateral movement from Mendes. Duck under, counter left hand from Mendes. The fighters definitely having their moments. One knockdown apiece. Playfulness now from Eddie Alvarez. Left hook knocked there on the duck under from Mendes. Right hand on the entry, left hand counter right hand.
Trying to throw that uppercut. That's good job by Alvarez.
Alvarez now pointing. Versionary tactics not fully working against Mendes. He did not look at the point. Jab from Alvarez, doubling his jab. Mendes coming forward. That ends round three. Set for round number four. Mendes dropping Alvarez in round two. Alvarez dropping Mendes in round three. So presumably a 10-8 round in favor of Eddie Alvarez. Round number four. Entry, hard left hand right hook from Mendes. Left uppercut on the entry.
I love those explosive movements right there by Mendes.
Alvarez resetting, coming forward in the center circle, off the hook jab. Double jab from Eddie Alvarez.
Alvarez landing a little bit more each round. Very close fight there.
Mendes just landed the jab, nodded his head in acknowledgement. Alvarez did not react. Mendes coming forward, right hand, counter left hook after Alvarez landed, Mendes landed. Mendes on the duck under left hook. Those duck unders, roll unders are effective just like that on cue for Mendes with the left hand. Stiff left hand again from Chad Mendes. Alvarez resetting off the jab. Alvarez coming forward off the duck under from Eddie Alvarez. Overhand right, left hand. 45 seconds remaining, round 4. Hard feint by Eddie Alvarez. Alvarez again feinting. Switch step from Mendes.
I like it when Alvarez gets off first, pushes his opponent backwards. You cannot sit there and wait for the very quick Chad Mendes to throw those hard shots.
Alvarez off the jab. Mendes coming forward, 1-2. Mendes just misses with the hook. There's the hook, left hook again. Alvarez reset. See the blood now pouring out of that cut. It is in Alvarez's left brow. Closing seconds, round number 4. Alvarez spinning out, taking himself against the ring ropes. The duck under rear right uppercut, ducks the left hook. We move to the 5th and final round. Our co-main event, 5th and final round, Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez. Round number 5 underway. Into the head chancery, draws the immediate separation from referee Andrew Glenn. Alvarez on the jab, hook entry from Mendes, jab from Eddie Alvarez, hard feint. Alvarez again on the jab, left hook, right hand, counter right hand from Mendes. Jab right back from Eddie Alvarez. Both fighters continue to have their moments. Alvarez down in round 2, Mendes down in round 3. On the duck under, left uppercut, left hook from Mendes, that was slick. Right hand on the entry, left hook, that was slick from Alvarez. High-tech striking guard for Alvarez, lands the 2. Alvarez left hook. Mendes now circling out, nearing the hips of Alvarez.
You can see, Sean, both guys know this is a close fight. They both have to win this round if they want to have a chance to win the fight.
Soft warning to Eddie Alvarez from referee Andrew Glenn, punching on the break. Glenn now talking to Mendes, telling both fighters, listen when I call for break. Right back to it. 60 seconds remaining in our co-main. 5th and final round. Right hand, left hook from Eddie Alvarez. Mendes exploding him with the step-in jab. Mendes again, left hand. Mendes circling out, mirroring the hips now of Mendes is Eddie Alvarez.
There's that uppercut he should be throwing. I love it when he throws it.
And the jab, right hand. See more playfulness from Alvarez, extending his hands, right hand again. Mendes just misses with the entry left hook. Left hook, rear right uppercut, left hook from Eddie Alvarez. On his straight left hand, Mendes covering up. Big shots out from Alvarez, and down goes Chad Mendes.
Eddie Alvarez knows it's a tight fight. He has to get the knockdown. You see how hard he jumps. Tries to go after his opponent right now. Not much time left.
We just heard the 10-second clack. Final seconds of this fight. Alvarez on the entry left hook. Left hand again, right hand. That is ruled a knockdown. We're at 2 knockdowns apiece. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Here is the count. Then this fight will end into the scorecards. We will go. Possibly, we will go to a 6th round and overtime round. We are through 5 rounds, and maybe, just maybe, we are through the end of this fight.
Sean, that could have made all the difference in the world right there. It looked like that was Alvarez's round right to the very last second. That last second knockdown could have changed the entire fight right there.
On the table, in our co-main and our main, is a 6th round, the winner-take-all overtime round.
And there's the good work being done by Alvarez right there. And then hard uppercut right there. And that left hook, it was that left hook that did the damage right there. Did land a little punch afterwards, but... And here's, after that happened, just a little combination right there, Mendes. It didn't do much, but I mean, just did enough. If you put that hand down, that does enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the decision, let's have a round of applause for these 2 amazing welterweight warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges send in a split decision. Judge Lopez 47-46 in favor of Alvarez. Judge Sherlock, 47-46 in favor of Mendes. And Judge Tellez, 47-46 to the winner by split decision. The Underground King, Eddie Alvarez.
Two first-class fighters in our first-class co-main event. 4 knockdowns in total. The winner by way of split decision, Eddie Alvarez defeats Chad Mendes.
Welcome to the new BKFC app. Get monthly BKFC events for $7.99.
This is the best show in combat sports.
Enjoy our all-new library of content, including behind-the-scenes access, exclusive BKFC original series, and additional live bare-knuckle fights from around the globe. Knuckle up with the new BKFC app, only $7.99 per month. Saturday, January 25th, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents Knuckle Mania 5. Watch the Underground King, Eddie Alvarez, attempt to humble the arrogant and unbeaten Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens. In the co-main event, one of the most talked about heavyweight BKFC fights in history, Mick Terrell defends his world title against the unbeaten Big Ben Rothwell. Plus the savage female fight, Taylor Killer B Starling versus Rowdy Bec Rawlings. Get ready for bare knuckle chaos like never before. Watch it live only on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
Philly, it's a great place, right? But you guys are runners up. You're second best. You guys will always will be.
This city has a weird way of humbling people, whether it's they find someone to humble you or they humble you themselves. You've never been a champion. You'll never be the champion.
You're all done, bud. You're all done.
Honestly, for me, this is never personal. He's making it personal. Not a good thing to do when you're in the city of Philadelphia. He's in hostile territory. His back's against the wall a little bit, and I think he's a little bit scared and afraid, and he acted out of character because of it. It could be Jeremy that shows up. It could be a whole nother guy. It doesn't matter. At the Wells Fargo on January 25th, whoever's standing on the other side of that ring is in trouble. I was kind of thrown back by the press conference. I thought Jeremy would come to the press conference respectfully. He kind of threw me for a loop being the heel. I was shocked about it. He came after the city. He came after me. He's too focused on me. He's worried about what I'm doing. He's everything he does is about, hey, Philadelphia, Eddie. He's too worried about me and what's going on outside. He's not worried about himself. And he doesn't seem confident in himself. You're not just fighting me, you're fighting an army of Philadelphians that night. For him to talk as if he's this king or champion or no one untouchable and he could just walk in and do whatever he wants, are you even paying attention to your past performances or what you've done?
Yeah, since Philly, it's just been an uproar, you know. It's created chaos, stirring up the fans, getting everybody talking about this fight. It's what we're here to do. You know, you go to someone's hometown and you're going there to piss all over the territory, mark your territory and be that guy. You know, you don't expect to be loved and liked. Jeremy Lil Heathen Stevens fighting out of Des Moines, Iowa. The heart that pumps this nation, baby. We were out there in Philadelphia, the Rocky statue. It was a beautiful day. We were able to go in there and take a picture. We were able to lock eyes. You know, I was able to stare at him, and you know, I wanted to make sure during the press conference that, you know, I had my shades off. We can lock eye to eye. You know, to me, that's when the fight really starts. You can kind of tell and smell certain things about another human spirit, you know, when it's really in there. I'm that guy. I love playing that role.
I started my career with no gloves on, and now I'm back in Philadelphia 21 years later, no gloves on at the Wells Fargo in front of a sold-out arena. The fans, they're just crazy passionate about their sport teams and their fighters even more, and I'm looking forward to feeling that again. There's nothing like that feeling about fighting in the hometown of Philadelphia. It's a godlike feeling that I'm gonna have where I'll be untouchable the night of. I'm gonna throw 200, 300, 400 punches. That's just my style of fighting. I'm gonna attack, attack, and attack until whatever's in front of me is no longer standing. So that's the only way I know how to be.
I mean, you can mark my highlight reel up with anybody else in the world. I got spinning back fists, head kicks, flying knees, flying elbows, left hooks, I mean, you name it. I mean, some of the most spectacular highlights. I got God-given hands right here. They're solid. My hands don't bruise, they don't bend, they don't fold for nobody. They fold laps and faces. Unanimous decision with Bobby Taylor, went 5 rounds. I went 2-3 rounds with Jimmy Rivera. You know, the unanimous decision, Bobby Taylor quit. You know, I folded the last opponent. He took a knee because the pressure was adding too much. The compacts of the hits, the devastation, the speed, it was too much. When it comes to this bare knuckle, man, I feel like a lion chasing a gazelle. I just thirsty, I can fiend for it. I love it. I just love being in the presence and the smell of blood. It's 10 minutes, dude. No one can handle me at that pressure. It's too much, too fast, too furious, baby. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that first fight I had with Jimmy Rivera, you know, the opponent had fought Mike Perry. That was on the main event. I walked into the arena that night. He was in there shadow boxing. I hopped in. My delusional mind that I have of just this visualization, I'm just seeing it like, man, I saw the opponent get his face caved in by Mike Perry. I knew right then and there, I'll f him up and show him who the real motherfucking baddest dude in the bare knuckle is today. And that's me. I'm him.
Jeremy, you f***ed up. You should have talked more about me. You went and talked about the city. So the city has put me in charge of humbling you. And on January 25th, I'll do just that.
The city of brotherly love will be flying high this weekend. Tonight, Philadelphia hosts Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship at Wells Fargo Center. 24 fighters will display some of the hardest hitting action from the squared circle. The heavyweight belt is on the line. So join me in 1 hour for the main card of Knuckle Mania 5. But first, the BKFC Knuckle Mania 5 free prelims.
Championship is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. From Smokin' Joe Frazier, Mildred Taylor from Bernard Hopkins, Eddie Alvarez. Some of the biggest fighters and the biggest fights have taken place in this city, and here we are in the Wells Fargo Arena, the sold-out Wells Fargo Arena, where David Feldman has brought his bare knuckle fighting championship home. Knuckle Mania 5 starts with a red-hot preview. 3 fights that are 100% free for you. 3 fights that should get you fired up and ready for a true Philly night of fighting. In our feature fight tonight, it's 2 fighters that blend beauty and badassery. Rowdy Bec Rawlings was a part of the historic BKFC 1 in 2018. Now she's back for the biggest event in company history. But across the ring, the uber-popular Taylor Starling, who can't wait to take her biggest scalp yet, a win over a legend. Our co-main event is big, real big. BKFC Heavyweight Champion Mick Terrell has been chomping at the bit to defend his title since he last won it at our last Knuckle Mania. Ben Rothwell is the biggest athlete on the roster, and his undefeated record, 3 fights, 3 stoppages, make this the biggest heavyweight title fight in BKFC history. And in tonight's main event, there's no title on the line, but there are even bigger stakes. Eddie Alvarez fighting for a whole city, his hometown of Philadelphia. Alvarez is a living legend, but his opponent, Jeremy Little Heathen Stevens, has declared war on Eddie Alvarez and the city of Philadelphia. This is a war of all wars, only fitting for Knuckle Mania. We are here inside the sold-out Wells Fargo Center, right here in Philadelphia. What an incredible night we have for you tonight. I'm Cyrus Fees, and it is my honor to welcome you to Knuckle Mania 5. Now, to say that there's a buzz around this city right now would be a huge understatement. Not only is BKFC here, but the Eagles play tomorrow in the NFC Championship. They are hungry for wins tonight, and they're gonna get it. And folks, think about this. In the 6 years that David Feldman has been trying to bring this great sport to the state of Pennsylvania, we've gone all around the country, all around the world. We've signed major superstars. We've gotten major sponsors. Heck, we even added Conor McGregor to the mix. And now here we are with the Underground King Eddie Alvarez main eventing in the biggest arena in all of the city. Truly, truly unforgettable. And now we got fighters waiting in the wings. So we want to get things started with our commentary team, Sean Wheelock, Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event is one for the ages.
Thank you very much, Cyrus. Chris, sold out our Philly debut, Knuckle Mania 5. This main event has all of the ingredients to be something truly special. Set for 165 pounds, Eddie Alvarez versus Jeremy Stevens.
These 2 guys are legends, absolute fantastic fighters. You have Eddie Alvarez, he's at home. No way in the world he can lose at home. He doesn't want to lose this fight. However, Jeremy Stevens, a man on a mission right now, wants to get that elusive world title. This is a step. He has to win this fight if he wants to accomplish that goal, Sean.
Tonight's fight odds are presented by Kergel, the official betting partner of BKFC.
And what a card we have. I'm really liking a lot of these fights, but I mean, how can you not go against Travis Thompson? This is his 11th, I think it's his 12th fight, minus 286. I love that bet.
BKFC uses the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting administered this evening by the Pennsylvania Athletic Commission, headed by the outstanding Ed Kunkel. There is no 3 knockdown rule. All kicks, knees, and elbows are illegal, as are all takedowns and submissions. We open tonight here in Philadelphia with a bout in the middleweight division. BABULAIDZE versus Brian McDowell. Our tale of the tape is presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And McDow with a significant 3-inch height advantage, but it's also that 3-inch reach advantage he wants to use. Stay long, stay outside, make his opponent pay for trying to get close.
Brian McDowell, an emphatic walk to the BKFC ring, set for fight number 2 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. McDowell made his BKFC debut September of last year. He defeated Justin McDonald by first-round TKO. McDowell has had 17 pro MMA bouts. In our fighter meeting, Brian McDowell told us, I want to utilize stick and move, stay long, continually look to counter.
Well, he understands he doesn't want a pocket fight, Sean. He wants all the way out, staying long. If the opponent gets close, clinch. He feels like he has the better clinch. Land punches on the inside, make his opponent get in that pocket.
McDowell also told us, I have to be reactive throughout. I'm going to throw hard jabs, stiff crosses from range. I have to keep moving after I land. That is my key to victory.
Well, he knows his opponent wants to make it a dirty, nasty, ugly fight. He can't let that happen. He wants a clean striking, a boxing match. He wants to stay inside or all the way out.
From the Republic of Georgia, now based here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, BABULAIDZE. BABULAIDZE, this is his BKFC debut. He's 5-0 in pro MMA, including 2-0 in PFL. BABULAIDZE told us in our fighter meeting, I want to implement aggressive counter-striking, and I will do so off of my jab. I will use my jab to close distance into the mid-range.
He understands he has to use a lot more movement in this sport. Close the distance, get inside. He feels like he's very tough, he's hard-nosed, has great pressure, a lot of tenacity, and he's going to use that tonight.
BABULAIDZE also told us, I will be aggressive, but I will never rush, I will never get reckless. I will consistently land clean counter punches. That is my key to victory.
Just making sure his opponent doesn't keep this a long fight, staying outside. He's got to get inside if he wants to win.
Knuckle Mania 5, the time is now. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome one and all to the Wells Fargo Center. Welcome to the very first state-sanctioned bare knuckle fighting event in Pennsylvania state history. And welcome to the biggest bare knuckle fighting extravaganza of all time, Knuckle Mania 5. Knuckle Mania Review begins tonight with 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Bucked Up Energy Drink. Get bucked up. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears purple. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. His official weight, 175.8 pounds. He holds an undefeated BKFC record at 1-0. Fighting out of Maysville, Kentucky, by way of Spokane, Washington. Here is Brian, the Iceman McDowell. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears white and red. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 175.2 pounds. He holds an undefeated MMA record at 5-0, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by way of the Republic of Georgia. Here is Itsu Babulaidze. And our referee in charge of the action, Brian Miner.
Itsu Babulaidze told us he is extremely proud to be the first ever fighter from the Republic of Georgia in BKFC. He said, I will use smart, heavy pressure to open up my counter strikes. Round number 1. White trunks for Itsu Babulaidze. Purple trunks for Brian McDow. Forward pressure. Big right hand from the Georgian Babulaidze. Big swings. There's the right hand. McDowell trying to reset off of the jab.
McDowell took that well, but that really did some damage early.
McDowell 6'3" to Babulaidze 6 foot. Overhand left on the entry. Right hand to the mid-range, exactly where he wants to be, throwing big. Itsu Babulaidze.
McDowell has got to get on his bike. He's got to start using some lateral movement. He can't back straight up.
McDowell trying to close distance but from the outside. The southpaw stance, you see the orthodox stance for Itsu Babulaidze.
And that's what McDowell needs to do. Land first, get off first. He can't just wait and counter.
McDowell now in the range he wants to be. Babulaidze is cut, left brow. Right hand, left to the head. Heavy pressure, there's that half-time plum now snatched by Brian McDowell.
And you can just see how powerful Babulaidze is throwing those punches because McDowell is turning every time he gets hit hard.
50 seconds remaining, round number 1, our BKFC Knuckle Mania 5 opener. We're at 175 pounds. Fast start for the Georgian Itsu Babulaidze. Brian McDowell, the American from Washington State, has settled into this fight. See the hand fighting.
McDowell has the reach. He has to start getting off first. When he does, he lands.
1-2 just off the mark for McDowell. Now 25 seconds remaining, round number 1. Blood flowing freely from the cut in Babulaidze's left brow. Duck under, that was clever from McDowell. McDowell off the jab, duck under again, eluding that big overhand right from Itsu Babulaidze. 10-second clock, acknowledged as such by referee Brian Miner. Right hand, heavy on the entry once more. Mid-range, and down goes Brian McDowell.
And Babulaidze just kept throwing punches until one finally snuck through and did damage.
6, 7, 8, hands up. Walk this way, come towards me.
The round will end.
Good.
There is the bell. Next stop, round 2.
Good round. Hey, actually, for both fighters, Babulaidze did some very good things, especially in his first bare knuckle round.
Listen, if you see him putting his hands up, go uppercut and touch his body too. Make him bring his guard down. You good? You having fun? Look, you see, look, you already put him
just
down.
Coming forward.
Okay? Be smart.
McDowell doing a great job of blocking.
You have to have your feet under you.
Until he didn't. Until he dropped the hands just for 1 second.
Jab.
Babulaidze ended up landing just a nice left hand.
But
wasn't even a power punch. This is bare knuckle. A jab will do damage, as you can see. Feldman loving people getting knocked down, getting up off the canvas.
Bite your mouthpiece, okay? We can't get hit there.
Seconds out called. You will note the outstanding UFC welterweight, ranked number 5 in the UFC ranking, Sean Brady in the corner. His teammate Itsu Babulaidze.
Knuckle up.
Knuckle up from Brian Miner, round number 2. Babulaidze, another big right hand, now the left hand, we're at 1 knockdown apiece.
This is what we want, Sean. Both guys getting some action. Both guys getting knocked down.
7, 8, hands up.
Mandatory 8 count now given to Itsu Babulaidze from Brian Miner. McDowell down closing stages of round number 1. Babulaidze down closing opening stages of round number 2. Right hand, left hand, big swings to the crunch. There's a smart gable grip in the tie-up from McDowell. In the separation.
I still like it when McDowell fires first.
Counter right hand from McDowell. Overhand right on the entry from Babulaidze. Smart defensive clinch again for McDowell to get this separation. 105 remaining, round number 2.
And it appears neither one of these guys really wants to clinch much. They want to stay outside and bang.
Forward again off the jab. There's the 1-2. Modified 1-2 because that 2 Somewhere between a right cross and a right overhand from the Georgian Ichu Babaluidze.
And I'm noticing Babaluidze is throwing a lot wider punches. McDowell straighter. I mean, those wide punches, they land early, they land when they're fast, but when you slow down, it's a little tougher for those to land.
Big shots again now into the clinch. Half-time plunge. There's the overhook, the underhook. McDowell again doing a good job negating the clinch of Babaluidze.
Babaluidze, I really like to see him throw some uppercuts. He's throwing these hooks, and McDowell's getting his hands up and blocking them, but there's an opening with those uppercuts.
15 seconds remaining, round 2, 1 knockdown apiece. Babaluidze dropping McDowell, closing stages round 1, opening stages round number 2. McDowell dropping Ichu Babaluidze. Separation from Brian Minor, with fighters to the center circle, overhand right, just before the bell that ends the second round.
And Sean, I think that round was almost tied with 1 knockdown apiece. Babaluidze landed a nice shot, and McDowell, his legs buckled. He's got to be careful in there with a powerful, strong guy like he's in with right now.
Hey, Brian, you're doing good, Brian. You counter him. Hey, do it again. Counter him, okay? I want you to counter him. You did good, counter him. He's hurt, right? You hurt him before. Let's hurt him. Yeah, he's coming forward, he's swinging. Hey, with clinch,
and
break
take
away.
a look at the knockdown. Babaluidze coming straight forward, very hard.
Okay? He's smart. Pick your shot.
Didn't see that punch coming. That's all it takes. If you're not looking exactly when the punch, that's the one that hurts you.
He's starting to fade away right now. This is the time to get your pick your shot.
And here's the end of the round. There was a powerful shot that buckled the legs of McDowell. He's in against a very strong, heavy-handed fighter. He cannot play his game. He needs to stay long, use lateral movement.
Both fighters up to scratch, 3 feet apart. Start of round number 3. This is BKFC debut for Ichu Babaluidze. Brian McDowell entering 1-0 in BKFC. There's a big left hand on the agree. Huge right hand from Babaluidze. Counter left hand, and that is ruled a knockdown by Brian McDowell against the flow of that sequence. Straight on the counter left from Brian McDowell.
Babaluidze just went all in, throwing wild punches. He got caught with one right in the middle.
2-1 now in favor of knockdowns for Brian McDowell.
Let's see if McDowell steps on the gas and tries to get him out.
There's the right hand.
Oh.
Counter left hand on the pole 2 for McDowell.
Those wide punches, he needs to tighten them up. Because when McDowell counters, he lands, he does damage.
Oh, and we are at 2 knockdowns apiece off the right hand of Ichu Babaluidze.
Let's see if Babaluidze tries to finish his fight.
6.
Mandatory 8 count now given by Minor to McDowell.
The momentum just keeps swinging back and forth.
50 seconds remaining, round number 3. Right hand.
Legs buckled again.
BKFC Knuckle Mania 5, and we open with what is thus far a quintessential BKFC bout.
2 knockdowns apiece. I love it.
Getting late here in round number 3 on the duck under. Big exhale from Babaluidze. McDowell now coming forward. Duck under again for McDowell off that right hand.
Headbutt.
Time called by Brian Minor.
Headbutt, you all right? Accidental head clash.
Brian Minor noting accidental clash of heads.
Accidental head clash.
Saying exactly that to Ed Kunkel, the Pennsylvania Athletic Commission table.
And Sean, it is amazing how rare that is for this sport. Very few headbutts.
Right back to it. Final seconds, round number 3. Big right hand from Babaluidze. On the left hand. Shot from the half-time plug. Defensive overhook from McDowell. We move to round 4.
And what a huge end to that round for Babaluidze. I mean, that was a close round. It was 1 knockdown apiece. Who knows who was winning that round, but that might have stole that round. And here's the first knockdown in that mix. Beautiful right hand. Landed by McDowell from a different angle. Right on the chin. You're gonna knock somebody down every time with that. And here's coming right back. just with overwhelming pressure.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This is why David Feldman loves this sport. Go. So many knockdowns, so much heart being shown by each of these competitors trying to get up and trying to win.
The start of round number 4, and we've had 4 knockdowns.
Go to line.
It's BABULAIDZE recording knockdowns 1 and 4, knockdowns 2 and 3, recorded by Brian McDowell. And 1 knockdown apiece in round 3. Round number 4 underway, and there's a big right hand from BABULAIDZE.
That was a nice straight right hand by BABULAIDZE.
Both fighters showing their skill and showing their character in this fight. Heavy pressure to the inside from BABULAIDZE. Again, that smart defensive clinch from McDowell.
Right, clean, right.
Both fighters very accomplished in pro MMA. McDowell 17 pro mixed martial arts bouts. BABULAIDZE 5-0 in pro MMA.
Well, McDowell's doing his best work. He's backing up and he's landing counter shots. BABULAIDZE comes forward with so much pressure. You got to be careful.
Chris, we're seeing the MMA intelligence in the clinch from both fighters offensively and defensively. So seeing intelligent, pure, bare knuckles striking from both men. There's the right hand from BABULAIDZE. Right hand again, just off the mark, but it took McDowell off his striking lines. McDowell now resetting from range.
That's part of the strategy of McDowell. He backs up and waits for his opponent to walk in and counters.
See blood flowing under McDowell's right eye. There's a smart defensive clinch in the turn from BABULAIDZE. Right back to it from Brian Miner. Straight right hand. Knockdown number 3. You see the left knee of Brian McDowell hitting the canvas. Now the mandatory 8 count to McDowell from Brian Miner.
Just a flash knockdown. McDowell still seems fine. Legs underneath him.
3-2 on the knockdown count in favor of the fighter from the Republic of Georgia, BABULAIDZE.
And once again, McDowell doing a great job of backing up with the punches, but I like to see him get off first.
There's the right hand from McDowell. Now McDowell coming forward. And right not getting through from BABULAIDZE. Right hand that time got through. McDowell just missing with the left hand. We move to the 5th and final round.
And that knockdown is huge on the scorecard, you have to think. So McDowell, he knows he has to get that knockdown back.
Cross hook, back to defense, okay? You need to put your fucking hands up, Ito. Look, he's coming. He only wants to throw this hand at you. Shield, straight punch, straight. Boom, straight, no more overhands, because he's blocking. Straight, to the nose.
Hey, 6th round, you're winning. This is the last round, you took 2 minutes.
Smart, Ito. No fucking chasing.
Okay.
Stay there heavy. When he comes in, cross hook, cross.
Okay, let him come to you.
Back to defense. When he throw this one, back up, cross hook, cross. Smart.
Great corner work from the corner of BABULAIDZE, trying to tell him to not rush in. He's countering you.
Sporting touch of hands. 5th and final round underway. And tactically, BABULAIDZE pulling himself backwards off of scratch to start the 5th and final round. McDowell off the jab from range. Exactly where he wants to be. Now coming forward exactly where he wants to be, BABULAIDZE. Again, there's that smart defensive clinch, double overs from McDowell. Gets the separation, right back to it. Through the center circle, 1-2 just off the mark. There's a straight 2 from BABULAIDZE.
And McDowell took that exceedingly well.
Right hand again. And knockdown number 4 recorded by BABULAIDZE in this fight.
McDowell up quick, but he has to have a sense of urgency at this point. He needs to not only get a knockdown, but probably a knockout.
Let's go.
4-2 on the knockdown count in favor of BABULAIDZE. On the right hand, now looking to finish. From the reset. 60 seconds remaining, 5th and final round. BABULAIDZE can definitely see the finish line. He is trying to reach it in the closing stages of this middleweight fight. Bang to the body goes BABULAIDZE. Underhook on the turn from McDowell. Character, the heart, the tenacity of both fighters. As as we fight on 35 seconds remaining in this bout.
Let's see if McDow has anything left. He has to put it on the line right now if he wants to have a chance to win.
Deep swelling in and around Brian McDowell's right eye. He's cut in the right brow. He's cut under the right eye. Left hand, right hand from BABULAIDZE. The fighter's looking for one more significant sequence. We just heard the 10-second clap. Left hand, make that knockdown number 5 for Itsu BABULAIDZE.
5, 6, 7, 8. Hands up. Ready?
7 knockdowns in this fight, and we are through all 10 minutes of this phenomenal middleweight bout.
And we could not ask for a better way to start off Knuckle Mania 5 besides a fight like that. And here's the first knockdown that or the last one you're going to see there. Just continuing to come forward with pressure, landing that hard left hand. That overwhelming pressure, and there was that beautiful right hand landed. I was really impressed. It was not only how hard that punch was, but that McDowell was able to take it without going down. That says a lot about these fighters. I mean, absolute warriors, both these guys, getting knocked down 7 times in one fight combined.
Our strike stats are presented by Bucked Up Energy Drink.
And you can see overwhelmingly BABULAIDZE just throwing so many punches, landing so many knockdowns. And headshots exactly the same, a lot more being thrown and landed.
7 total knockdowns in this bout, knockdowns 2 and 3, recorded by Brian McDowell. Opening stages of round 2, and then the first of 2 knockdowns recorded as it was 1 knockdown apiece in round 3. Itsu BABULAIDZE, though, really taking over the back half of this fight, knocking down McDowell in round number 4, and then twice in the 5th and final round. Well timed, well fought from both men.
Right.
That is how you open Knuckle Mania 5. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed the greatest opening fight in BKFC history. Let's have a round of applause for these 2 middleweight warriors. After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside have scored the fight 48-42, 47-43, and 48-42 to the winner by unanimous decision, Itsu BABULAIDZE.
All right, come on over here, Itsu. Love that sportsmanship, brother. Hey, Philadelphia, this is what you came for. Brother, you just represented everything the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is about. Congratulations on that fight. You are the very first winner of the very first official fight in Philadelphia history. How you feeling tonight, Itsu?
Hey, what's up, Philly? My second hometown. How are you guys? This is amazing, bro. I wait this day over 1 month. I'm so happy. I'm proud. And Bare Knuckle, when you have next event in the Philly, let's do it again. What's up, guys? What's up, Philly?
We can't wait to see you back one more time, Philly, for Itsu BABULAIDZE.
Well, welcome to BKFC. BABULAIDZE, what a performance. I cannot wait to see this guy fight again.
Itsu BABULAIDZE, the first ever fighter from the Republic of Georgia in BKFC, opening Knuckle Mania 5 with a 5 knockdown performance. Credit to Brian McDowell, he recorded 2 knockdowns, but Babulaidze rolled at the end. The winner by way of unanimous decision, Babulaidze defeats Brian McDowell.
All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing.
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I'll give you 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Get ready. The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, heads back to the birthplace of bare knuckle. Saturday, February 8th, don't miss your chance to witness two undefeated warriors clashing for the Cruiserweight UK title. It's Carl the Wasp Thompson versus Rob the Great White Boardman. In the co-main event, the always ready to fight Pick the Molar Jardine. Watch it all live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com.
In the middleweight division, Cody Russell versus Logan Tucker. Our tale of the tape is presented by OnlyFans.
So not much difference from the tail of the tape. Both guys 5'10", 1-inch reach advantage, same fist size almost. Very similar from tail of the tape.
From Birmingham, Alabama, Logan Tucker, now set for fight number 1 in BKFC. Tucker has had one pro MMA bout in our fighter meeting. He described himself as a pressure fighter. Tucker also told us, I'm very happy to take punches to land my own punches.
Dangerous style. He also says he wants to utilize defense to find openings. Feels like his footwork and his parries are going to be what he needs to open up to land shots on his opponent.
Tucker talked to us about working immediately to the clinch and then high volume in the clinch. Tucker said straight punches to the body from all ranges, and he will throw what he described as switch step combinations.
Well, you can tell he did his homework. He understands he cannot be a linear fighter. Use angles, move side to side, don't come right in front of your person. Stand in front and trade punches. It's not going to be the aggressive attitude.
Of his opponent in this middleweight bout, Cody Russell, Logan Tucker said, I think that Russell is going to try to stay long. I have to be aware of his overhand rights and check hooks. I'm going to hit angles, move to the inside as Russell throws big from range.
He has to utilize pressure the entire time, but by doing so, he's got to be defensive. He can't just stand there and trade punches.
Fighting here in his home city, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Cody Russell now set for his bare knuckle fighting championship debut. Russell is 2-0 in pro MMA, 1-0 in pro boxing. He played football at the NCAA FCS level at Wagner College, where he was a linebacker. Russell told us in our fighter meeting, I want to stay long, keep throwing my jab from distance, and utilize aggressive counter-striking.
But by doing so, use good footwork. He understands he can only utilize that jab and utilize the ability to keep that range if he has good footwork the entire time.
Of his opponent in this bout, Logan Tucker, Cody Russell said, I think that he's going to continually load up for one big punch. I have to be aware of that. I'm also going to be throwing very straight punches as Logan Tucker throws wide punches.
He's waiting for those opportunities. When his opponent throws those wide punches, he wants to counter. Wait for openings, look for his ability, wait for his timing, and then throw those punches with a lot of aggressiveness, come in and put his opponent against the fence of the wall.
Russell said, I definitely like to brawl, but I will brawl on my own terms. I'm not going to allow Logan Tucker in this middleweight bout to pull me into a brawl. We send it to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by OnlyFans. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears camouflage. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 173.9 pounds. Tonight he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Birmingham, Alabama. Here is Logan Mayhem Tucker. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 179.8 pounds. He holds a combined combat sports record of 3 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here is Cody Russell. And our referee in charge of the action, Dave Braslow.
Gentlemen on the line.
Dave Braslow to work
Keep it
early,
clean, gentlemen,
separating the two fighters during Jeff
ready?
Houston's introductions. Now
Knuckle
both men up to scratch. Round number 1 literally coming forward, running off of scratch. Logan Tucker, he's in the camouflage trunks, black trunks for Cody Russell. Stiff jab, huge swings, and there's the counter right hand from Russell. Big swings from Russell. Jab to the body from Logan Tucker.
Sean, both guys doing exactly what they told us they were going to do in their interviews.
Doubling his jab on the level change. Logan Tucker told us he wanted an exciting fight. It's a very exciting start to this middleweight fight. 25 remaining round number 1. High tight striking guard for Cody Russell. On the back pedal. Hard entry right hand. There's the big counter left hook. And down goes Logan Tucker.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Tucker doesn't appear to be doing from that punch. Knocked him off balance.
Knuckle up.
Right back to it from referee Dave Braslow. Level change overhand right from Russell. That was very clever. 55 seconds remaining round number 1. Tucker's still literally running forward into the pocket.
But Russell does a great job of countering as he does so.
Tucker circling. Russell on the right hand. And the chant of Cody, in support of Cody Russell. As he's fighting here in his home city, Philadelphia. Level change again right hand. He's done it twice in this round, both very effective. And the legal back fist from Russell we fight on.
Russell looks so relaxed to this point.
See the smear of blood across the face of Logan Tucker. Big left hand, and that's ruled as knockdown number 2. Good refrain from Dave Braslow, saying that the ring rope supported the fall of Logan Tucker.
7, 8.
Here's the mandatory 8 count from Braslow to
Go this
Tucker.
way. Let's go. Ready? Keep it clean, guys. Knuckle up. Stop the bell. Time.
And that ends the opening round.
Good fight. Hey, good fight. Go ahead.
Huge round for Russell. Landed 2 knockdowns. Really seemed to get the timing of Tucker. Tucker jumped on him right away, made it difficult, but as the fight settled in, Russell seems to be really relaxed and landing shots.
Hey, 1-3-2. All right, what did I just say? 1-3-2. Set. Hey, I want your fucking your jab to set the 3 up. I want you to lay him out. Lay him out.
I can go time right at the dog of the dock.
And look at that beautiful left hand. And the referee said that the ropes kept him up, and that's why his legs didn't need to hit the ground. But if the ropes keep you up, that's a correct call.
Him down. All right, stop dancing around at the end of the fucking.
I think that's outstanding refereeing from Dave Braslow.
Second down.
Absolutely. A lot of refs would let that go. Not sure that the ropes actually stopped him from falling, but you can see from that replay that's exactly what happened.
I'm gonna call time, guys. Knuckle up.
We're going to have a medical timeout.
Come here. You go
Russell
over there.
will be sent to a neutral
Come
part
here.
of this BKFC
Guys, you wanna
ring
see
and the
the cut?
first appearance of the night from the Chief Medical Officer of BKFC, Dr. Dawejko. We will continue medical clearance.
To the line.
Both men back up to
Time
scratch.
in. Knuckle up.
Round number 2.
And Tucker, that has to give him a sense of urgency. They might stop this fight if he doesn't do something quickly.
Right hook to the body. Overhand right again. Tucker showing a lot of tenacity. Russell continuing to land hard, clean counters. That punch getting through from Logan Tucker off the left hand.
Good job, guys.
Russell's counters are just so crisp and clean.
On the duck under right hand. Big swings from both men in the mid-range. Big right hand from Logan Tucker. Right hand on the counter from Russell. Back and forth we go round 2. Tucker showing tenacity as well as power.
Stop.
Driving pressure from the overhook from Cody Russell. Separation from Braslow.
Knuckle up.
70 seconds remaining round 2. We're at 175 pounds. Tucker seems to be throwing literally every punch, Chris, with full power, just like that right hand on cue.
But Russell doing a great job keeping the hands in position where he's blocking.
See that deep cut under the right eye of Logan Tucker. Medically cleared by Dr. Don Lucy before the start of round 2. Vicious rear right uppercut, almost a right bolo punch thrown by Tucker just off the mark.
In the corner of Tucker was telling him to throw a lot of left hands, some hooks. He hasn't been able to utilize those so far.
30 seconds remaining in the second round. Right hand, left hand, right hand from Russell. Big sequence from Cody Russell. Knockdown number 3 of this fight.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Tucker is starting to get exhausted at this point. Looking very tired.
Tucker telling Russell he wants to continue, and we will continue. There's the 10-second clock.
Gentlemen.
Naked right hand. Right hook and return from Russell. Left hook just before the bell from Tucker. Next stop, round 3.
And Tucker is tired, and Tucker's been knocked down 3 times, but he is still firing with hard shots. Just a clubbing shot with that left hand. And then a clean right hand followed by another left. Man, I mean, Russell is just all over Tucker at this point.
He said he lost the 2. Hey, keep walking him down. Your 2 is fucking him up. Keep throwing the 2 over and over and over and over. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Okay? You're doing fucking awesome. You are doing fucking awesome. Listen, you're a fucking fighter, bro. You're a fucking fighter. I'm so fucking proud of you.
The corner of Logan Tucker continuing to tell him he needs to land that right hand. Keep throwing it. It's landing. It's doing damage.
That corner, BKFC veteran Harrison Aiken. Round number 3, and as he's done to the start of rounds 1, 2, and 3, immediately forward off of scratch.
He's trying to listen to the corner. He's throwing the right hand.
Comes Logan Tucker, as you see. This has really been about the aggression of Tucker and that really crisp, hard counter striking of Cody Russell.
I think he landed a good shot.
Big shot. Knockdown number 4 off the clean counter of Cody Russell.
And Tucker got too aggressive. He came in just half-heartedly and paid the price. You can't rush in and bare knuckle against a good fighter, a counter fighter like Cody Russell.
This is a display of outstanding counter striking right now from Cody Russell on display. Huge heart from Logan Tucker. Big right hand, knockdown number 5.
And that's it. That's all she wrote.
This fight is over. Game, set, match, Cody Russell.
And you can see Tucker is upset about that, but that was the right call. I mean, I think the referee didn't see a path to victory. He was just going to continue to get knocked down and get right back up. Russell was looking phenomenal, and Tucker was looking just too tough for his own good.
Cody Russell, undefeated in pro MMA, pro boxing, and now in BKFC. 5 knockdowns to the finish.
Just coming forward with reckless abandonment and paid the price. Just getting hit with too many clean shots. You cannot take those kind of punches with a power puncher like Russell.
Sure, yeah, KO.
Logan Tucker showing such character, such heart, continuing to run forward. He was throwing literally 100% power on every single punch. Cody Russell, not just showing technique, he showed real poise. Sitting back, staying calm, repeatedly landing those really clean, hard counters.
And Sean, that is so difficult to do in your first bare-knuckle fight. He looked like a veteran, like he had 3 or 4 fights. I'd like to see this guy continue to progress, because when you're fighting like that in your first fight, what are you going to look like in your second and your third fight?
Cody Russell knocking down Logan Tucker twice in round number 1, once in round number 2, and twice to the finish in round 3. Logan Tucker will be disappointed, but Chris, that style will beat a lot of fighters on the BKFC roster. And Cody Russell, Well, the BKFC middleweight division now that much deeper. He is most definitely a fighter to watch at BKFC at 175 pounds. Here is Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee in charge, Dave Braslow, steps in, calling a stop to the fight at 49 seconds into round number 3. For your winner by KO, Cody Russell.
All right, Cody, step right over here, man. Man, I don't know what it is in the water around here, but there is no quit inside of this ring tonight. You really showed out. He would not go away. You had to finally put him away, but that man is tough. You got rid of the gloves. How's it feel, bro?
Feels great. I mean, he was talking shit the whole time, being real unprofessional. Just, we get in here, that's where I do my talking. I don't need to run my mouth. He's a joke for doing that.
Hey, dude, but listen, brother, let's keep it positive. Look at this. Take a look around at what this is. Tell me about it, bro.
Let's go, Philly!
Ladies and gentlemen, one time for your guy, Cody Russell.
And he looked phenomenal in this fight, looked like a veteran. You can tell he has a lot of skill. I want to see this guy keep fighting BKFC.
A clinical display of effective counter-striking throughout from Cody Russell, recording 5 knockdowns, including 2 in round 3 to the finish. In his BKFC debut, the winner, by way of 3rd round TKO, Cody Russell defeats Logan Tucker.
Get ready. The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, heads back to the birthplace of bare knuckle. Saturday, February 8th, don't miss your chance to witness 2 undefeated warriors clashing for the Cruiserweight UK title. It's Carl the Wasp Thompson versus Rob the Great White Boardman. In the co-main event, the always ready to fight Pick the Molar Jardine. Watch it all live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I think it'll be 500. Fade to black. We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Saturday, February 1st, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, is back with another night of savage action. 2 fighters on win streaks enter the squared circle, but only one can leave with the victory when Julian Let Me Bang Lane knuckles up with Cameron Jumpman Van Camp. Plus, much more adrenaline-pumping bare knuckle action. Watch it live on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com. From the ice rink, the Hockey Fight King.
Folks, it is a movie. That's all I can tell you. The folks here at Philly have come out in droves. This has been tremendous. What a way to start Knuckle Mania 5, still in the preview. If you don't love it now, you gotta love it, baby. Big finishes tonight. Cody Russell, Itzo. Oh my goodness, and at the top of the hour, you gotta be subscribed to DAZN. Don't miss out. It's a sold out crowd. They're hanging from the rafters here at the Wells Fargo Center. And this is Knuckle Mania 5. It's a beautiful thing, folks. And I said it at the top of the show, it's an honor to be here at Knuckle Mania 5 to a sold-out Wells Fargo Center. You got the QR code there. Scan it so you can be a part of the entire show. We got one more free fight for you. Then it's paid, it's on DAZN. But if you don't love it and you're not willing to pay the money now, I don't know what to tell you. You got 2 barn burners right out of the gate tonight. That is what we do here at BKFC. I'll tell you, one of our feature fights that everybody's talking about, Taylor Starling and Bec Rawlings. And Taylor Starling, if you don't know, is a Knuckle Mania legend. It was Knuckle Mania 1, one of the best fights in the history of the company. Taylor Starling, Teresa Sagala, They were not expected to give the best fight of the night, but damn it, they did. Taylor Starling was absolutely peppering Sigala and took so much damage herself. These ladies had to dig down into crazy depths just to get to the end of this fight, and Starling got her hand raised. She became a meme all around the world, and look, she is here. And now let's take a look at our OnlyFans exclusive look tonight. Ben Rothwell and Miss Man Mick Terrell, our heavyweight champion. Mick Terrell won it at the last Knuckle Mania, and he's ready to defend it against the biggest and the baddest we got. And that is that man, Big Ben Rothwell. He is an absolute monster, and he's on a warpath. There is something about Rothwell right now that's different. He is focused, and he is ready for battle, ready to win the gold tonight here in Philly. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, they have opened their arms wide open to us. It's been amazing, the hospitality from the press conference to the weigh-in to where we are right now. And now I want to get back with my guys ringside, the best commentary team in combat sports, Sean Willock and Chris Lytle. Gentlemen, this main event, not only is it a living legend of Philadelphia and Eddie Alvarez, but it's Eddie Alvarez and Jeremy Stephens, which has dogfight written all over it.
Fully agreed, Cyrus. Set at 165 pounds. Two fighters phenomenal in their respective pro MMA careers. Chris, the last time that Eddie Alvarez fought in his home city, Philadelphia, November 2010 in Bellator, in pro MMA, he defeated Roger Huerta by way of second-round TKO. In our fighter meeting, Eddie Alvarez talked to us about just how much it means to him to be fighting back after 15 years in his home city, Philadelphia. Jeremy Stephens said, I'm not bothered at all. He's from Iowa. He now lives in San Diego. He said, I'm embracing my role of being the fighter who comes in and is going to beat the hometown hero.
And I don't think people can truly understand like the feel here in Philadelphia, how those people embrace their athletes and how they really feel like they're almost disrespected but by the fact that Jeremy Stephens thinks he can come in here and get a win. But Jeremy Stephens believes he's going to come in, he's going to win, he's going to retire Eddie Alvarez. Eddie has no intentions in losing in his hometown, though, I guarantee you that.
On almost any other card, our co-main would be our main. That is the fight for the BKFC Heavyweight World title. The champion from the north of England, Mick Terrell, versus another fighter, a contemporary of yours in the UFC, who is phenomenal in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. He's been phenomenal. He's 3-0 in BKFC, Ben Rothwell.
Nobody's been able to take his power. When he hits you, he's so big, he's so powerful, he does damage. You hit with that hand with those bare fists, people are going down. However, Mick Terrell, he doesn't get hit much. He does a good job, uses a lot of lateral movement. He's a very skilled fighter. All he has to do is go in there and outland Ben, he feels like, and he gets the victory.
And Chris, definitely our feature fight is main event worthy. Set for 125 pounds, two of the most popular fighters, two of the most accomplished fighters, male or female, any weight class in all of BKFC. Taylor Starling, who goes back to Knuckle Mania 1, versus Bec Rawlings, who goes back to BKFC 1.
Absolutely, it's going to be a great fight. These two females don't know the word quit. They always come, they always bring it. They're going to come bang tonight.
Cyrus, we're counting down to the top of the hour. Our 10-fight main card live on the DAZN. It's already full. We know it's a sold-out crowd. This is an early arriving Philadelphia crowd.
Well, we are live from the sold-out Wells Fargo Center here in Philadelphia. Knuckle Mania 5 is brought to you by Bucked Up, OnlyFans, Tidal, and Forged Irish Stout.
If they stop you and you have the app downloaded, you're going to get $200.
Knuckle Mania, the most special event every year. It all started in Tampa. And what a fight we just showed you. Taylor Starling, Teresa Sigala. They put on a clinic and they went to war like nobody else has inside of the squared circle. Then it was Paige Van Zandt making her debut against Britain Hart, and Britain Hart shocked the world when she took out Paige. Look at this war. Absolutely incredible. Then we went to Knuckle Mania 2. That, of course, being the debut of Mike Perry, Platinum Perry, Julian Lane. What an incredible battle that was. Mike Perry coming out on top. We go to Knuckle Mania 3 in Albuquerque. Austin Trout makes his debut and shows the world that he is for real against an MMA legend in Diego Sanchez. And then it was quite possibly the biggest comeback, the biggest one-punch knockout. Mike Richmond lands a knockout blow, but Lorenzo Hunt hits the real knockout blow. An incredible scene in Albuquerque. Then just last year in Los Angeles, it was an absolute movie. Alfredo Angulo, Jeremiah Riggs. Riggs was controlling until that punch right there. Alfredo Angulo picks up the win. Then the king of violence, Mike Perry, Thiago Alves. This was all Perry. It was all downhill for Platinum as he picks up the big victory. You just saw the one and only, our co-owner, Conor McGregor, here at Knuckle Mania 5. If you got blood through your veins, then you feel the same way we feel. Right here in the Wells Fargo Center, it's Conor Mania here at the BKFC. You want to see the rest of this? You want to see Conor ringside? We need you to get there. It's Knuckle Mania 5. Scan the QR code. Buy this show. This is a huge night of fights. Eddie Alvarez, Jeremy Stephens, heavyweight title, Conor McGregor. Scan it now. Be a part of history. That's David Feldman, and he has brought his creation home to the biggest arena in Philadelphia. Ladies and gentlemen, be a part of history. Scan the QR code and enjoy Knuckle Mania 5 with the rest of us.
Get ready. Sport Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship heads back to the birthplace of Bare Knuckle. Saturday, February 8th, don't miss your chance to witness two undefeated warriors clashing for the Cruiserweight UK title. It's Carl the Wasp Thompson versus Rob the Great White Boardman. In the co-main event, the always ready to fight Pick the Molar Jardine. Watch it all live on the BKFC app. Download it now at bkfc.com. That's bkfc.com. All the way live from Satellite 5, pure chaos today. It's another crazy jam-packed show. You never know what you're going to get here.
Going viral across the internet, I wanted to try it at least once.
So when they slap that, it makes it extra red kind of thing?
With all the different things we got going on, we're going all over the world.
And I'll beat the out of him. I think it'd be 500.
Fade the flag.
We're here to break news, and I'll break necks if I have to. Saturday, February 1st, the world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, is back with another night of savage action. 2 fighters on win streaks enter the squared circle, but only one can leave with the victory when Julian Let Me Bang Lane knuckles up with Cameron Jumpman Van Camp. Plus, much more adrenaline-pumping bare knuckle action. Watch it live on DAZN. Sign up now at DAZN.com.
Started this in 2009 in warehouses with 10 people there.